Leo and Jessie Hollowell renounced family, friends, and the comforts of home. They traveled to a distant land to serve the people along the Amazon River. Throughout their 30 years of work, it's estimated that 250,000 people were served. And their legacy lives on. For 85 years, the Seventh-day Adventist Church has sponsored workers to operate Lucero boats in the Amazon River to bring hope, health, and healing to the people. The Amazon River system includes an estimated 38,000 miles of waterways and passages. When Leo and Jessie first arrived here, they found poverty, superstition, and sickness along the banks. So in 1931, Leo designed and built a boat that he named Lucero, or the Light Bearer. This was an efficient way for them to begin a medical missionary program in the Amazon region. The Lucero boat today is still the most efficient way for serving the people. Through the years, many Lucero boats have come and gone, transporting medical missionaries and supplies. The fleet is now expanded to Luceros 26 and 27, 2 launches in the original size with sleeping rooms for doctors to stay overnight. There are also 2 smaller and faster boats used during emergency situations. They are called Jessie and Lucero Express. Currently, Adventist Development and Relief Agency, or ADRA, oversees the boats and teams of volunteers who come to offer free health treatments, dentistry, and education.
The
project continues. Still today there are needs here. You will find a lot of needy people and a lot of volunteers who come away from the city to find happiness and joy in serving these remote communities. They do their best. They want to make a difference and change the lives of people. So through this project, through the Lucero boats, health comes to the community. It comes to their front door. We come with qualified doctors and nurses, and after a visit, we can see the progress, the development, the satisfaction where this assistance is most needed. So it's a joy for me to see a project that is 85 years old continuing on. It's our desire to see more boats, reaching more communities so this project can transform and assist even more people.
The goodwill of the people involved is remarkable. Highly trained health professionals come on a regular basis, offering their time, expertise, and love. They also bring tools, medicine, and a Christ-like attitude that is remembered well after they leave. Leo and Jessie Hollowell made quite an impact in the Amazon jungle. A small medical clinic they established is today's largest Seventh-day Adventist hospital in the country of Brazil. There are other Adventist-owned and operated hospitals in the region, schools, and universities. Their dedicated work stretch from Manaus to Belém, approximately 2,000 miles away. But it's only in heaven that we'll know the true extent of their boat ministry. Thank you for your prayerful support of mission. Paraguay is one of 9 countries in the South American division. The Seventh-day Adventist Church here is involved in a variety of mission work, from remote areas among the Guarani tribes to large cities like the capital city of Asunción. In Paraguay, as around the world, mission work among urban dwellers is gaining momentum as people continue to flock to the cities. Pastor Carlos Parra is a missionary to Paraguay. He has brought a winning approach to city work here. His secret weapon has achieved unprecedented results and made the impossible a reality.
5 years ago, we arrived here in Paraguay for 5 years of mission service. I had prior experience working inside prison, so I asked the local leadership about this possibility. They told me about a large nearby prison where they were working, so I immediately came to see it. I was surprised to see the size of this prison with more than 4,000 inmates when it was only designed for maximum capacity of 2,500 people. This was one of the poorest prisons in South America. I was shocked to see their situation. As we began to study the Bible with some inmates, the conditions were terrible. It was a tiny room with poor ventilation and a bad atmosphere, so we began praying on a regular basis for a better place to worship. A year went by until I met an influential entrepreneur inside this prison who decided to finance a church for the inmates. The plan was for an Adventist building and sanctuary inside the prison. Now the prisoners worship daily, beginning at 5:30 in the morning and consecrating themselves for the day. The Adventist prisoners study their Sabbath school lesson regularly with other inmates. They sing, and on Sabbath worship together with guests.
More than 70% of the prisoners in the Adventist building have been baptized. These prisoners invite others to study the Bible and receive true freedom, the kind of freedom that goes beyond prison walls. This jail that was once one of the most violent prisons in South America is now changed. There are no more daily homicides committed here. But there are still great needs. Outside of this pavilion, many prisoners sleep on the floor and food is scarce. Adventist prisoners are praying for funds to establish a bread bakery so they can earn an income and provide food to help less fortunate inmates. Pastor Carlos encourages Adventist members with Bible promises. His secret weapons are hard work, prayer, and faith. For if you ask, you will receive. Early on Sunday mornings, a group climbs to the steepest point of the city, and they pray for the government, their city, and salvation for the people of Asuncion. There are still many challenges here. For one, the wealthy of the city hardly care to listen, and there is no Adventist presence in the most affluent neighborhoods. In an effort to speak to the wealthy class, Pastor Carlos's group found a building they wanted to buy in the heart of one of the richest areas of Asuncion. They began working in the community there, and every time they hosted an outreach event in this part of town, the youth stopped in front of the building they hoped to buy, raised their hands to heaven, and prayed. They claimed God's promises and asked for this house. Again, a miracle happened in Asuncion. The owner agreed to sell very affordably, and the Adventist church purchased in faith. Since then, an active center of influence offers classes, seminars, books, and true friendship in this community. The local residents are responding positively. Because of this, the Adventist leadership is building a church in the back of the property. They are sure that God will continue to answer their prayers, and heaven will soon be filled with the rich and the poor, the prisoner and free. Please pray for the Nueva Sajonia Center of Influence and the Tacumbu prison work. There are many people who have not yet heard the good news of salvation.